I start off by doing a seduction, and then I'm trying to look for another one. And I decide to go after him, but he leaves as soon as I get there. Since I already have the blue microfilm, I decide to finish the mission. Watch him take a look and move away, and as he's moving I try to do the animation. But he caught me and he was just getting a better angle to shoot. For this game, I decided to try to watch people and statues. Memorize them quickly. Highlight everyone who visits the statue. Relate all the cast. Try to mark books. Mark that book. Highlight her for making a short trip. Hover my laser over the general so he won't make a move as I watch the rest of the party and low light someone for doing a briefcase. Thought I caught a microfilm there, so I highlight him. And the general's back to the bookcase, so I become suspicious of him. But he doesn't make a move, he puts the book away. Still trying to keep an eye on the person who I thought did a microfilm test. And shoot the general. Play. I plan on doing all the missions except for transfer microfilm. So I get one inspect out of the way. And thinking that the ambassador was next to me, I didn't try a second one. put the book away since I don't want to do that mission right now. Make a move towards my seduction target. Get a flirt in before he walks away. I feel like I've been highlighted, so I'm going to sit here for a while before talking. And I'm going to stop talking right away. But then it's my turn to talk, so I comply. Want to get out of the conversation to get another flirt, so I will go to the statues and finish the inspect mission. Unfortunately, that's all Insight needs to shoot. For this game, I plan on watching the Ambassador and the statues, since I know Insight has to visit statues in order to win. It takes a bit to memorize the statues. Highlight the Ambassador since I plan on watching him. I leave my laser here so that White doesn't try anything. Accidentally highlighted him, or low-lighted him, instead of the DA, and I highlight him for standing next to the Ambassador and leaving. Normally I low-light this frat, but I was suspicious. Highlight Bondo for visiting statues, and low-light some cast. Highlight her for picking a briefcase up too close to the Ambassador. I'm really suspicious of Bondo now for visiting two statues, even though AI do that a lot, and humans never typically do that. Suspicious of Yellow Jacket right now. Mark his book and highlight people who visit statues. She puts down the briefcase at the right time and walks away immediately so I can low-light her. highlight everyone who visits statues. I'm really worried that he could be close to finishing his missions. And at this point, I've completely forgotten what the statues are. But I know which one that is. I didn't count the animations, but I did see him, the statue change, so I shot him. I originally planned on avoiding bug, but I get a good opportunity later on. Don't want to limit the suspect pool right now, so I'm only going to flirt and not do banana bread. And I decided to follow my seduction target. And maybe even hope he lowlights for visiting bookcases. Don't want to get caught standing next to Ambassador, so I run away. And decide to go after his briefcase. But I don't think he saw me, so I decided to do it again. And I had a perfect opportunity for a bug. Not enough room for me at the bookcase, so I have to wait. I'm a little uncomfortable standing this close, so I move away. I was hoping the seduction target would join me in the conversation, but he didn't. Now I've planned to avoid going to the statues to avoid any unnecessary suspicion. I'm going to finish my flirt mission. I accidentally tap the movement key, and then I grab a drink. I need to get to the double agent, but if I move and do a banana bread immediately, I'm going to get caught. So I do one in this conversation, since there's only one non-cast member, so it's a good fake banana bread, and it was enough for him to act on his suspicions. for this game, I plan on watching the statues most importantly, the bookcases second, and the ambassador when I have nothing better to do. Highlight him so that I remember to watch him. Mark some books. Highlight everyone who visits statues, and lowlight some more cast. Keep my laser over there so that he won't try anything. Mark books, highlight people go to statues, accidentally highlighted her. More highlights. I was keeping one eye on the bookcase. Low light more cast. No one's at statues or bookcases, so I'm trying to watch the ambassador. No one's around him either. That's Orange's second trip to statues, so I'm a little more suspicious. But then going from statue to statue, I'm a little less suspicious because that's a little risky for human players to do. I decided a lowlighter for it. We'll light him for waiting after handoff a good amount of time. And I decided to shoot him. Push myself over by the statues to get a flirt done. And get 2 inspects out of the way. I know I'm probably highlighted now, so I like to take it slow after visiting statues. Meant to do a flirt, but instead I did a bug, but luckily he didn't see it. Grab a book just because I have to in order to be here. And decide to attempt a briefcase, but I missed the box and my seduction target got it instead. So now I feel really paranoid. follow my seduction target. But he takes a shot.